Air racing is very simple. It's the man, machine, and a clock.
And here comes Nigel Lamb now, full throttle, going for the line. He's looking to better, 1:13.571. Lamb's gone through, oh!
Unfortunately, there have to be some rules.
The rule starts right at the beginning, entry speed, for various reasons. Firstly, to comply with the laws of different countries, but also to make it safe. And we have an entry speed limit. 200 knots, 370 kilometers per hour, 230 miles an hour. That's the fastest the pilot is allowed to fly through the start gate. If the pilot exceeds the start speed limit from 200 to 200.99 knots, he gets a 1 second penalty. If his speed is 202 knots or more, it's a DNF, did not finish.
Over the speed of 200 knots on the entry, pushing too hard.
And knock it off, the excessive start speed.
Whilst the race pilot is in the track, his aircraft must have smoke.
No smoke
out of harness.
Oh, he's just put it on, but I think he'll take the penalty.
The next penalty is passing through an air gate. The rules say you must be in the top 40% of the gate.
What you have to do is not be below the band here, because that's too low and you'll be disqualified. And if you're above, you will get a 2 second penalty.
You have to be wings level once you go through those pylons. So exactly in between those pylons, you have to be wings level. Then you can start to turn again.
Passing through a gate, your wings must be level, but you're allowed a 10-degree left or 10-degree right tolerance on that. So if you're within 10 degrees of wings level, passing through a gate, that's no penalty. At more than 10 degrees, then that's a 2 second penalty.
In the gates where there's a vertical turning maneuver, you are not allowed to have your head climbing before you pass through the gate.
So there must be no identifiable climb or identifiable descent.
Which is like, for example, like this and go around. Because you're just faster. You're twice faster because one's in that direction and also in the other direction. So you definitely have to wait till you are through the gate and then you can start to climb.
On the other hand, what you don't want to do is wait until your head is there and then begin to pull, because there's a delay in the with the momentum of the machine to when you actually input the controls and when it begins to move. So what you really want to do is get the moment right and begin pulling just before the gate, but have your head staying level as you pass through the gate. And there's a lot of time to be gained or lost if you get that right or wrong. What you really, really do not want to do is hit a pylon, because a pylon hit is another penalty.
It's a 2 second penalty. If you hit a second pylon in the same run, it's another 2 seconds added to your time. A third pylon hit is deemed to be too many, and that's did not finish. Your race is over.
Oh, it's gone! Pete McLeod!
First thing is the race director does not want to disqualify anybody. We're really hoping not to disqualify people. But there are 4 things that could result in disqualification. Firstly, crowd line. Flying too close to the crowd line. It's a safety issue, so if the pilot flies too close to the spectators, disqualification.
Peter has flown outside the flight zone.
We had a outside the crowd line box for after gate 4.
Secondly, dangerous flying. If the race director sees any flying that he judges to be dangerous or unsteady, again, grounds for disqualification.
We need to be keeping the chief judge happy in terms of the way we fly. They don't want to see anything erratic in the track. We can't be descending in gates because that's potentially dangerous.
Third thing, over G. Putting too much G, again, a safety thing, so that could result in disqualification.
Knock it off, knock it off, knock it off. We have a over G 10.8.
Fourth and final thing, underweight. Maybe a little bit more contentious, but if the aircraft is deemed to be under its minimum race weight, again, disqualification.